They
Hey everyone, Matt Buchanan here. Welcome to the actual season 2 premiere of the Inside the Brains podcast. I'm your host, Fan Buchanan, or Dom the Yoshi.
and it's me, nostalgia.
And even like 3 hours later, we still can't get more people to join. So we'll do what we can. Yeah, so last time we did this, I guess the end of the last episode, or I guess the pilot, or whatever you want to call it, we talked about our memories of like how we met each other, stuff like that.
And additionally, I'm still thinking about how big the Brainsurge fandom has grown for the other YouTubers. Like, we saw Quentin review it, we saw Jorge review it, we saw a bunch of other small people review it. It's pretty cool. And for the most part, they're using good episodes.
Yeah, the problem is that anytime someone does a reaction, it's basically like, hey, let's include 216 because that's the only episode that exists.
They use like the standard copy of 104 for that one video. Uh, the Nickelodeon history review, I think it was. And then the guys also reacted to 123 and 115 and then 113.
Yeah, see, I like when people actually watch different episodes and not the same one because it's not, it's not like, oh, there's only one episode of the show. Like that's the thing that's stupid. It's like everyone acts like 216 is the only episode, and it's like there's worse performances too. Like you have 103, you have 116, obviously, you have 108, 232, like all the 5x5 fails and people who suck.
Meanwhile, I'm
I,
but so another thing that really surprised me is that they're not gonna put Brain Surge on streaming servers, but if they had, I'd be willing to bet it would have gotten the purge by now. Yeah, they removed the Rugrats reboot and the Blues Clues reboot. They removed uh, Super Ninjas, The Troop, Back at the Barnyard. Ugh. And shockingly, they did not. No, it. They removed only Sam and Cat, but they didn't remove any of the other certain projects because that would really make them look even more guilty. But at this point, I'm really wondering what's going to happen to Brainsurge in the future. Aside from us trying to find it. I can't believe Awesomeness TV is still up, though. They still haven't finished the second season. And I. What? Yeah. And I. And it still really bothers me how so many people are trying to so many companies are trying to phase out physical media, but now it's getting the biggest comeback ever because we have our own copies of what we want. But at this point we're going to make our own compilations because nobody else will. I know you took advantage of that a couple times. Can I still be heard? And but I'm wondering, I'm pretty sure shows like Legends and Nick Arcade are probably going to get the boot. They removed True Jackson VP's final season, I believe, because those were the seasons that people actually watched, right? Is Blues Room still on there? And but it still baffles me why they why they still haven't put Family Double there or Super Sloppy on there. Are there that many rights that are preventing it? And they, for some reason, I used to think they did put Legends on iTunes for a little while. Maybe the listing was very brief, like a month. At this point, I just want you to know that the Rugrats reboot is better than people give it credit for. Despite the animation, it actually has good storytelling. There's a lot less toilet humor than most people anticipated, but I still think some of the retreading ground isn't quite perfect. Well, it technically got a lot less views than we thought it was, but still. This is his main channel. And you heard that so many people are re-uploading the other stuff like Figure It Out, but you can tolerate that? Because and another thing, but there are a bunch of things where like if someone re-uploads, let's say, the Falcons and Terminators, that's okay because for some reason, they also they also, if someone has to re-upload Falcons and Terminators, I know it's been on Internet Archive, but that still kind of bothers me that it was completely justified for Matt to upload because not only was it his episode, but it was a non-gas one. And another, then for oh, 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 why did they have to? Okay, so another thing that still bothers me is like, how did Paramount Plus skip 235 of Nick Arcade yet Prime had it in its own thing? Why do we think that was skipped? Was there like a flaw in the game? Like, did a team get credit mistakenly? Well, I mean, well, they basically, they've paired both Candy Canes and No Clue Crew together because they rectified their mistake on the spot. So that's fair. But for stuff like what was the episode called? That super sloppy episode. Uh, Looney Barbarians. Yeah, they got screwed badly. Another But that still kind of reminds me of that one Web has episode. They're like, you just missed the button, but we're going to give you a better prize. We're going to give you a vacation. Or, no, tablet, the tablet. We're not giving you the sailboat, we're giving you the tablet instead. And then at this point, for some people who willfully lose the prize, you can, at the very least, just give the prize to some other friend who really wants it. And seriously, looking.
And once you get over.
And another thing about Nick Games shows. Did you. I forget, was it during the hiatus between season 5 and 6? I figure is when you start watching clips of the original, right?
Over here, you drop off, you grab that flag, and you win this prize.
Armatron Classic Character Watches, featuring Snoopy, Garfield,
copy.
Bugs Bunny, Barbie, and more. The fun fashion statement for your wrist, Armatron, America's watch. It's the
Arcade
scooter with BMX-style handlebar and the XP Series skateboard for the more daring. Both in hot colors or graphics, and it's from Veriflex. It's Resintel's Escapade luggage
they
collection.
screwed them over
The fun
on
and
this
inexpensive
one.
escape from traditional luggage. Single shell molding and rugged construction. Contemporary design from Resintel.
So what's their question?
It's the Konica A4 camera. A full
Again, these are like the same
35mm
Spring
camera.
2005
It's pocket
codes that
size
we
and
see
lightweight, make it
everywhere.
the world's smallest compact available. It's the new DP Ergometer
It looks
exercise
so weird
bike
seeing it
for
in
a total
VHS
excuse-proof
quality.
workout at home. Electronic console measures calories and heart rate, and it's from DP. The Iowa CSD XW5 505 portable audio system with its new Euro design. From
It's
Head
going in
Start.
order.
It's the leader. It's the Ford Power Equipment.
Time hunger
Why did
takes hold. Feed your need and reach for the delicious taste of Chef Boyardee pastas. Beef.
So shameless.
Hydro Strike. The game.
Hey, that's another Nick
You
Arcade
gotta be
Altered
quick
vlog.
with those wet. Called S-Lights. For kids. A-O. O-L. So easy to use.
Soccer game. The action is fast and furious. Real soccer from Sport.
Let me guess, if
this white willow picnic basket complete with colorful linens and plastic picnic wear.
If
Make
they
your
weren't on your
next
tail, would you
family
do a
outing
Nick Arcade
a
5
special event.
compilation?
It's the Lone Star Sing-a-lodeon. Whether you
This is
sing, rap, or shout, the Lone Star Sing Nickelodeon makes you a one-man recording studio. New camera, it's the Fuji Discovery 400 Tele, a compact camera full of creative functions. Brilliant close-up, autofocus, and loading are only a touch away from Fuji. And yeah, they'll get fun phones. Why use an ordinary phone when you can use a fun from a dual cassette deck, turntable, graphic equalizer, and remote camcorder. Movie making is a
Wow.
snap with Zenith's new
So many
compact
of them are
VHS
dated.
camcorder. Features
That's
on
what people
It's a application in your. It's from Dot. Colorful, comfortable, mixable, matchable sweats. And Power Zoom Vivitar.
Yeah, and I know wasn't you liked it, didn't you? He did the figure. That's a 302. That video. It was Whippets and Pinhead. So, and you probably, oh yeah, you guys remember I made Brainsurge prizes a little while back. And this is sadly why Nick Gas shut down. Yep, that's Nick Gas's last day. Hey, you got Bars and Tones, aka the off-air symbol. It sure is, but to be honest, that would make it. If you were a bit older, it would make it so much easier to keep track of the stuff and then predict what's next. But look, at the very first result, you got 102 technically. Yay. I still can't believe how high those views are. That fascinates me. Wait, do you miss when Brainsurge would air episodes twice a day? Weren't those days the best? They did that early on in That's amazing. How that still got there. Oh, Steven leaked the episode. Isn't it crazy how Steven spoiled it? I remember they uploaded 226 229, but they somehow got copy claimed. I still think it's decent, but literally directly below it, you got best losing episode ever. But to be honest, I think it was. I think just Jerry made it more memorable by just going crazy and just still having a fun time. And but here's a thing that's really interesting to me. Like when Isaac was uploading the channel, not Brainsurge was by far the biggest show on the channel, even despite the copyright strikes. Yeah, I remember when it was found. I was literally watching the Tom Kenny episode. And it doesn't look the very worst. And and another and Josh made a slight error with the thumbnail. It's March 16th, but you put that in the description, so that doesn't matter. March 17th was, of course, the infamous 103. Hey, Bryn, it's your video. Yeah. Yeah, good timing because the square's half lit. There it is, the best one. Yay. I'm so glad I got it says the 102nd episode, like 40 plus 22. Josh called me out on that, but then it took him 15 minutes to realize. So many people got good comments on that. Yeah. Yeah, that's my Nick and Night stuff. I have a quick question for you. What do you think some Brainsurge prizes are more useful now than they were in 2009? I remember when Isaac uploaded it, when he kept saying "man" when he went down the brain drain. Ooh, that's a cool promo. but that's when they were showing the infamous web clips in between as interstitials. The original airing, or the same copy that you did? Oh yeah, I see now you make. Okay, so I think the Brainsurge prize that would be more valuable now is probably the just more of the SpongeBob DVDs, and even was it, oh, Knott's Berry Farm is a good prize, and oh the oh the wristwatch. Wristwatch is pretty awesome. It's because it's in its original ratio and better frame rate. I mean, don't we love? And we're hitting the below 50, so I think it's time to. I think it's time to stop. That's another one of our favorites, isn't it? That's well, that's mainly because Josh put a more appealing thumbnail. Hello, everybody. This is Monday. Anyway, much for I have to say anything memory to me. That was one of the few times they were completely correct.
Nick Arcade is where you can buy video games based on all your favorite Nickelodeon shows. All that and a bucket of slime. Congratulations!
Question. What games did you play on nickarcade.com? I think Fairly Odd Parents was on there too. That's a good one. Yeah, my cousin has it, but for some reason it's not even in production order. It's in a very weird order. Do you think people really want that bucket of slime in 2024?
Or wake up sounds to jolt you on a wrist.
I think that, let's be honest, it's more useful now than it was in 2009. Eh. And it gets arguably worse in season 2. Rollerblades, not for me.
Medieval times.
Like what kind of kid would want to go to medieval times and actively see the joust tournament?
a digital camera.
Won the grand prize with. Everyone else technically won it. It's pretty much an. I don't really care for that karaoke. That's such a weird thing. Do you like put your phone on the glasses, or do you like
Oh shit!
connect it
Thank
via
you,
Bluetooth?
thank you, Ben. I just realized my mic was off for like 20 minutes.
Oh, was that due to the interruption?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, my screen was still on, so you could hear Nickel, but it's like, damn it! Thank you, Ben, at least for bringing that up. My screen is still on. God, we can't have one freaking podcast without something going wrong. Okay, let me go back to what the hell I was saying. Well, back 5 minutes. Sorry, this I played a lot of Blue's Clues and other games. This I owned a bit as a kid. Cursed. Still missing this.
Last, technically, because 2 people won with it.
A garbage. A good prize. I don't care for bikes or scooters. Good prize. Someone photoshopped that to say mid. Only DJ won with it. Only Chase.
I don't care for the karaoke.
Blessed.
I don't know how that works though. How do the video glasses work?
I'm not sure. Yeah, sorry about that. My mic is on now again because we can't have an episode without something going wrong. I mean, your mic was working, so that was something.
And then I'm pretty sure we have the exclusive prize next.
If you want to pop in the chat or anything as SAG, feel free. No, we don't. This was an FGM prize, I believe. Jukebox, yeah, this is a cool prize. It just sucks they only did it once.
It's a thing. It's just a stereo. It's a stereo that's going to enhance everyone's
I was wondering
audio.
why people weren't freaking watching the stream. Like, oh, that explains a lot. Bikes, more bikes.
It's just a slightly different plug.
The computer you can only win if you're blue.
That's just the weirdest coincidence ever.
Guitar. Sorry, I didn't know he
Keyboard.
saw that. Keyboard. Now we pog. There's only
a lot of people.
There was only 5 of these for some reason.
For some reason, people don't like the Circus Hotel. Is it that overrated?
Oh, there was apparently. Oh, there's 2 different versions. Apparently.
Stay at the Circus, located on the Las Vegas Strip, featuring dining, midway games, and
But I think I would have liked that music.
passes to the Adventure Dome theme park with 25 rides and attractions.
Okay, you probably would
Read
know
the 6x6 and win a Circus
Then
getaway.
other people
Stay at the
watching.
Circus, located on the Las
See?
Vegas Strip, featuring dining.
From
Next, we get
footage.
San Francisco. Unfortunately, the person shown was the person who didn't get it.
It was inches away. A feet away, technically.
Cruise lines in the world. Carnival Cruise Lines. 22 fun ships offer
You like
many
how I use the
activities and
caption
fine
for
dining
it?
on board for the entire family. Carnival Cruise Lines. The Lakeland Village Resort in
Cursed.
Unless you're Samantha or Tori.
Six Flags Magic Mountain. This was on Double Dare and I think Fast as well. But they did like the different Six Flags.
But was that the most expensive grand prize, you think?
Maybe Universal. Also Cursed.
Safari West.
San Diego. Yeah, and then
And-
Season 2.
Yo.
Yeah.
Hey, we got Nick's story. I remember, I think you were there in its very early days to try to just post when the episodes aired.
Yeah, I was using the 2019 thing.
But it turned out so many other people just found their own copies, and then the premieres.
Yeah, we'll rank these now, I guess.
Rare and symbol designed by Schaefer and Sons.
First selector
All that and a bucket of slime. Congratulations! You've won a Pulse Kick and Go Nitrous
We have to
Scooter!
bring this down a bit.
The Pulse Kick and Go Nitrous Scooter!
Oh, the weird thing about this is this was won in pretty much every episode except for the first appearance.
Yeah.
Uses a unique self-propulsion pedal that powers your ride while maintaining balance and speed. From Paul, multicolor LED.
Josh Pog. I still have my DS Lights, so it just sucks it was only one in the Boys vs. Girls episode, because I still think it's a really good prize. Even though Madeline didn't frickin' get it.
Well, she was sent the exact amount of money in compensation to get an iPad, so it was still a win for her.
Yeah, this stupid thing.
How do you ride that?
More mid. Sadly cursed. This was a good prize though. I mean, 100 for GameStop is still good. They bump us down to only in 2 episodes. They bumped it from a 4x4 to a level 1.
Did Brainsurge really have the best instant prizes, or did other game shows do it
I'm
better?
not sure. This garbage.
Games Party Mix Twin Pro Dance Pad. DDR Games Party Mix Twin Pro
Such a
Dance
downgrade
Pad
from the
delivers
official.
60
A guitar, which only Emily won. The Kodak camera.
You've won a Pixel. Congratulations! You've won a pair of Southern California scooter.
Another frickin' scooter. 4x4. We got.
I'm glad they weren't offered in the official thing. Hey, you love that.
The
The Casio was used on a bunch of like Nick game shows.
Nick Arcade, I think Double there.
Yeah, with PV guitar. I think one in every episode except for Ben and
Stage pack. Learn to play. Win Wenzel Kitchen packs and airbag. Portable handheld.
This feels like this wouldn't be a bad idea. This feels more like an Apple TV kind of.
It's basically like an iPad. Oh.
You win a piece of plastic. Yeah, this has to be one of the worst prize I think we've seen on this show. Or at least one of the
And of
worst.
course-
Like, literally, it's a piece of plastic.
And literally, this was never paired with the Wii. Instead, the other guitar was.
Flip camera, which only the Tom Kenny episode had in one.
So outdated.
Also, fun
Like,
fact:
the
every
company
single
went
person
bankrupt.
who won this was a female.
And another thing, the company went bankrupt right when they finished filming the final season.
This is a cool prize. I like this. I probably would like this. There's like 3 different versions. You didn't show, but one was...
No, it's later. It's chronological.
Oh, sorry.
Complete the 6x6 Diamondback Sport Hardtail. Complete the 5 prize pack with friends and play Hasbro.
You win some Mario Party knockoff, this game, and then a Nerf thing.
Hey, this is arguably what started the competition between the two game shows, joking.
Yeah, I mean, the weird thing is Family Game My 4 came out in 2012, and that's when, like, Season 3 was airing, and yet they still had, like, Season 1 games, so...
Fuji digital camera.
The most common prize.
A recreation of the 1962 classic, the Epiphone G400 electric guitar, features a slim tapered neck and a solid mahogany body.
Erin
From the
Fitzgerald
Epiphone
was a good
Guitar
announcer,
Company of
wasn't she?
Nashville. Complete the 5x EA players in
Hey, we decided to only give you 2 games scored cheap. And what? That's not a
Exclusive.
computer. That's a
That's so
frickin'
cheap.
a typewriter with. You know how like on Finders Keepers or Doubledaire they'd have like those like 6-inch portable TVs or something.
Yeah, or
It's
what about
basically that
those
with, like, a
the
typewriter
Franklin
underneath.
word processor?
Yeah,
What about
it
the
literally
word
looks like
processor?
that.
Is that still dumb?
Yeah, yeah, like this is 2010. It's not frickin' 1988. We're too cheap to afford footage. Universal.
Universal again.
A blessed
Safari West, but this time it's black.
Kind of odd, honestly.
Complete the 6x6 and win a San
We
Diego
can actually afford footage this time.
It's where you can surf and win a San Francisco
It was exactly from last year, though.
Tahoe
Same with this.
The only Tahoe.
Retreat to Lakeland Village Resort, an all-season beach and mountain resort with skiing, mountain biking, hiking, horseback riding, and many more lake activities. You'll fly to Riviera
What do you think is the
Maya
most
now and stay
expensive vacation that they offered on Double Dare?
Palm Springs, maybe?
Oh yeah, but that's even more expensive than Disney World was.
But I'm not sure, because Disney World, I'm assuming, because it was... I'm not sure if... They say they'll fly them down, right?
Yeah.
You gotta keep this in mind, though. Like, you're flying from Pennsylvania to Florida, but for Palm Springs, you're flying from Pennsylvania to literally, like, California. And the weird thing was, like, on Finders Keepers, it was more, like, a pier was more expensive because you're literally, in season 3, they literally just filmed it in LA, so it was pretty much the equivalent of getting the Universal thing.
And of course for Brainsurge they always had to give prizes within the 500-mile radius of LA. Like they would occasionally give you the Nevada stuff like Vegas and Tahoe, but they gave away
Mexico.
Arizona as well.
complete the 6x6 and win a Cedar Point amusement park getaway.
Yeah, this is an
You'll fly
outlier.
to Cleveland,
Cedar
Ohio for
Point.
Because this was like, because when I lived in Pennsylvania, Ohio was like our neighbor state, kind of, so.
4-night, 5-day stay at the Hotel Break roller coasters in Florida getaway. You'll
Yeah,
fly for a 3-day
That
where
was
the
a-
old studio was.
Another blessed prize. This was only in the 2 celebrity episodes, ironically.
But sadly, most people did not like the
Or
hotel.
Mexico.
San Diego Zoo
They
again.
didn't show footage. The weird thing is, this was on Family Game Night and they had footage.
Exclusive prize.
Yeah, this was on Hidden Temple and neither team won it.
Mall of America, one of the most visited tourist destinations in the world, features almost 600 stores and restaurants, plus numerous attractions. You'll receive round-trip air.
I've been to the New Jersey one. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, you could show how much this has changed. Like, honestly, let's
The
take a look
Lost
how much
Media
this has
Wiki
changed. 211 is now
page.
found.
We did find a good little.
Like, that's changed, and then 325 is now complete, so this has changed a bit. And we don't have the thing, so I'll just go to... We mentioned Game Show Kingdom, so I'll just show what we have so far. I'll have to fix this later, but... Do the other stuff. Like, you can literally tell... 321 had a lot. Let me see which one had the most. So far it's 123.
Seriously, that
41.
knockout round.
13 had a bunch. And then for Newsnet, there is a bunch on here too. I need to add more to this, but like, this is ridiculous. Prizes. Oh, I don't think I added a prizes thing on my wiki.
It must be the other one. Old and active one. And another another thing that I have to say, do you think you still have faith that we're going to get a reboot of this show, or is there not enough money?
Maybe. Hey, Nickelodeon, you're not watching this, but put us on here.
We want a more mature version of it, like with Rocco's Modern Lifestyle humor.
Yeah, just don't do what you did with frickin' Legends. Don't double the length of this episode. Put frickin'
Just so you
Confession
can have
Hands for 20 minutes and then just half-ass the show.
I forget, did Kirk executively produce on it, or was he not part of it at all?
He would occasionally make appearances in the temple, but that was it. Let's see what we have. We have a flip camera. We're gonna play count the cameras. We got 1, we got 2. Oh, so you can tell they had a higher budget this season because you went from DVDs, which are like $20, to the gift cards, which were $100, to this, which was $200. I mean, to be fair, you only played for one person, but still.
Bendango was almost blessed.
A frickin' turntable because frick them.
And the Rubik's Cube package?
I'm not saying what this is from. Nico knows, but I can't say it. And then Rubik's Cubes. Another camera. Wait, let me see how many cursed prizes there are out of curiosity. Okay, 4x4 is fine. No, sorry, level 2. The singing machine, unless you're 301. We have a bunch of TVs.
Yeah, there's just
Knott's
so
Farm,
much.
unless you're 333. Six Flags, unless you're... Oh, wait, that wasn't cursed. Never mind. The U-Draw thing, an RTV. This was a blessed prize.
Those were great tickets.
Yeah, so far that's 3 cameras. Or probably 4. No, that's 4. Oh, that was it. Okay. We got bikes, the sports package, which was cursed, unless it was free of 2. Camping, unless it was free 15. The surfboards, unless it was
330.
Yep. Yeah, they had interesting prizes. This was only a single one, but yeah, the laptop was used the most.
And the self promo with the Nick Jr. Wii Fit.
I mean, this was 2011. The Wii U came out like the next year, so the hockey table. There's also a turbo one. The kayak, which is cursed. We don't have footage of it, sadly. Snowboards, which pretty much nobody would have used. Drums, a billiards table in the right spot, a TV, synthesizers.
Synthesizers aren't that
big
fun.
llamas. Arizona, let's see, Nickelodeon Suites, San Diego, which only one team won. My little note here, as you can see. What the hell?
Oh yeah,
little note here, as you can see.
Hawaii, Mammoth Mountain, Cancun, and Mall of America.
Yep.
But I have to say, those vacations look amazing. The Caribbean.
Yeah, probably more money because they could actually afford more things.
And I think there's a reason why they were able to do this, because they knocked off one player technically, and that they were saving time with the 20 with the.
Oh, Dex is online. Or he was.
So, can you believe these amazing prizes?
Yeah, like
can you
some
believe all
game
that?
shows. Okay, we'll just say this randomly. What do you think the worst prize was? Or something?
Of all the seasons?
I'll just go for each of them. I mean, for me. Season 1, I'd say the alarm clock was the worst.
Yes.
Medieval times. The 4x4
And then
stuff, I think, was fine. I mean, I did get a karaoke machine for Christmas one year. I returned it though because I wouldn't have really used it.
I don't really like the Rubik's package being offered for level 1 though.
Yeah, let's see. 5x5,
seems like
season 1 aside from like the medieval times, that was fine. Season 2 we had the frickin' street surfing board, which I'm pretty sure nobody would use. More medieval times. The 5x5. I mean, level 2, I would not like the frickin' dance pad. The 4x4, we have a piece of plastic. The 5x5, we have the Kawasho 6-inch TV. I mean, the laptop. And 6x6 is fine. Yeah, Rubik's Cube you mentioned is bad. I will say they have some bad prize, but it's not as bad as the other game shows that we talked about. I think I'll still say the worst of prizes from what we've seen. The Indie Racers a bad grand prize. The frickin' touch and moles on Finders Keepers. Yeah, that, the Philips CDI, what else?
The hazmat suit for webheads.
That's what I said. Also, folks, we're not including the tuna because that's not a frickin' actual prize.
Neither would it be for the savings bond.
No, some of the savings bonds count it. Some of them were actual prizes.
Would you... I don't even know how saving bonds work. Do you, invest it in the bank and they give you... Is it... give you more later?
I don't know how the hell that works, honestly. I don't. While we're on the topic, let's look these up, shall we? Okay, so the ones that have 2 are... The one on the left is the regular prize, the one on the right is the altered one, so... You have Fashion Bug, which nobody in the world would want. Hold on. Yes! Okay, unmute the mic first. Sorry about that. So we'll check these. Go. Yeah, nobody would want Fashion Bug. I mean, honestly.
But then they had the Sky Dancers thing that was exclusive to girls.
No, that was an altered thing. Yeah, so I'll show you. So the ones that are like this, that are just one, these are episodes that didn't have altered prizes. And then the ones you see like this that are split, the ones on the left are the original, and then the ones on the right are the altered ones. Got a turbo controller. Let's see. Yeah, sports were some of these were just not great. Oh, here's one of the 2 lost. the Addams Family thing, we actually don't have footage of that. Same with Pocky
But
and
why
Rocky,
was
those two are
Nickelodeon
lost.
obsessed with Nestle and Hershey's? Why were they obsessed with the chocolate companies?
I'm not sure. Addams Family and Pocky and Rocky are actually missing. We actually don't have those. But let me make this easier. There we go.
I know I've asked you this, but if they weren't on your channel, would you make a Nick Arcade Prize compilation?
Yes.
Yeah, because some of those prizes were pretty awesome, despite how weird they were.
You know what
Like the croquet set.
You know what the stupid thing is? So sometimes the fashion bug would be the first prize, but if Hershey syrup was the first prize, they'd downgrade to the second prize. Yeah, they have a couple computer games. Let's see what they have for season 2 in terms of actual prizes. Yeah, let's see. I'll just do the first one. We have a Super Soaker. Okay, let me just do each one individually. Backpacks, cameras, Super Soakers, Return of Jafar. Yeah, see, they still have the stupid savings bond as an actual prize. Like, you really would not get anything with that. It's like, just give the kids $50. So it's like, what am I supposed to do with this? For those who are joining in, we're just showing off prize from other game shows. We showed Brainsurge, so we're showing stuff like Legends. See, look how many frickin' savings bonds there were.
So just my theory was correct. They technically were going to give you more money later, but to be honest, it's not really worth it, right?
Yeah, there's the cassette players, some remote control cars. Some of these are altered stuff we're missing. Scooters, some video games we're missing these actually. What is season 3? They have a Looney Tunes game. Let's see, the Iowa headphones, moon shoes, some sports balls. Yeah, see, look, one of the prize was still a... You know what sucks, though? At least Nestle is still around. Medley Pops don't really exist anymore, so this savings bond is completely useless. Like, that's a stupid thing. It's like, you win a $50 Melody Pop thing. It's like, yeah, what am I supposed to do with this? The company's not around, so what am I supposed to do? A bunch of headphones, let's see.
But I have to say, the most egregious altar prize of any game show is using America Online for a 1990 show.
Yeah, cassette things. Looney Tunes B-Ball is also missing. Surprise. Oh, so here's some of the actual prizes. One. So we have... Okay, let me try to... There we go. So we have... telescopes, boom boxes, bush gardens. I'm trying to see. Let's see what contestants actually won on this show, out of curiosity. Okay, so we have a car and a Geo Safari, an encyclopedia and a car, a guitar, microscopes. These are the kids who actually won. So we have Bahamas, Cayman Islands, Space Camp. We had some decent stuff. Sadly, nobody won Busch Gardens.
And
Space Camp, frickin' Vermont.
Didn't Phil once say that Nickelodeon ordered way too many of those?
Yeah.
I have no idea how they did that. Was it supposed to be like 4, but they instead put 40?
Maybe. Yeah, let's see. Bahamas.
Some of these
Busch
prizes
Gardens,
were
someone
pretty
won Busch
decent.
Gardens.
I wish I could see some of them in person, but
Oh, see, look, the person
yes,
actually
but there
put
will be
yes.
on me.
See, they put yes, because... Let me put this down in the thing. Yeah, it says because one of the things didn't work, they're getting the second prize.
But it's still,
And we have the master tape for this episode.
I'd be willing to bet those embedded links are no longer playable. So, but it's still, I find it weird that post-production on Legends went 3 months later.
Yeah, because we have the other master... Let me find the other one. It is... I'm going to see. Because this was the day after. Yeah, see? This was like
Yep.
the next taping day.
And I still remember how Double Dare 2000 was pretty much immediate with post-production because it aired mere days later. Can I still be heard?
Yep.
I still can't help but feel how...
Is there any compilation of...
Still
No,
can't...
it's just Double Dare. Oh, the weird thing is one of my streams or something, we actually found an episode where someone actually won. There was actually a tie going into the sudden death thing on it. I get the picture. Oh yeah, this episode's also wrong because the get the picture thing is wrong, but I knew that was wrong. Oh, this is just random consolation stuff from Buzzer. I don't think I'm allowed to legally show that, though. Without getting in trouble. And then just a bunch of my random stuff. Yeah, they're Smash.
Of course, they don't... But I have to say, I can't believe the good points he made in that big video, because they're like, we're being exposed to that stuff on a daily basis, so that's pretty much everyone. Meanwhile, I'm still wondering what the future holds for Nickelodeon game shows, because Tuned In is over. I have no idea if they're going to reboot Nick Arcade officially. What do you think?
Maybe. Because I know people still... Because people still are watching... Still like the old game shows.
But Nick Arcade better stay on the service, because that's arguably the most valuable game show on there.
Oh yeah, I have the bootleg if I need it.
And...
I mean, it's missing 235, but I have the thing you gave me, so we're good.
And also, for some reason, they still refuse to put the non-gas classic episodes on there for Double Dare. Are they that embarrassed by some of them?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Well, there's a couple that are completely justified. That being the one that I showed, and what was it?
The address one where he doxes the one producer.
Yep. And of course, they're never gonna release Go Getters and Leaping Lizards.
Yeah, because that freaking thing.
But I still feel bad that they have to skip so many Nick Arcade episodes, because you legitimately could just put a card that says a question skipped or something, but the one that's easily editable was the Sledgehammer one, since nobody got it.
Oh, I wanted to show because I want to show this real quick. I saved these old plugs.
Yay.
This is from 108, the original version. Oh, I got that Eastman thing.
Seriously, 1991 is the year that Nickelodeon was born. Change my mind?
Yeah, she says back to you, Phil, instead of the other thing. I have a couple other ones on here.
This is
from 213. The weird thing is, the regular things use this prize. Like, some episodes use this
Oh, I've been
plug.
obsessed with her.
Yeah, some episodes use this plug, except they never had the back to you, Phil. And then I have two of the Hershey syrup ones. Where I have this first, and I have Hershey syrup first.
Anytime is right for Hershey syrup or chocolate milk mix.
And then here's the premiere episode.
You're gonna receive British.
Oh, do you know how you can tell this is like the first airing? Because she'll say like, okay, yellow team, or okay, red team, you win this.
Yep.
Nice athletic footwear.
Yeah, I mean, Harvey does a similar thing.
Choose British Knights. With Major League Baseball playing cards, you can get 56 of your favorite players and a one-of-a-kind deck. Fantastic football.
Yeah, this is an altered one.
Radius makes toothbrushing fun with its radical design and vivid colors.
Oh, what kind of toothbrush would...
Yeah, this is from 139. You know what the sad thing is? I think when looking in the credits, some episode actually had this as a prize.
No.
I think the 115 had this.
Makes a difference. And British Knights Dynacell athletic shoes.
Do you think those sneakers are useful now? Are they more trendy?
Yeah, and then here's the... What the hell?
Still exist, BK.
Okay, it's not gonna play. It was the
201?
It was the Roma case from 232.
Mm.
Because the weird thing is the gas airing had the Ultra plugs, but Paramount Plus actually kept the old ones.
I'd be willing to bet if Brainsurge had to alter plugs, they would probably put stuff like moon sand or Barbie dolls or something like that because they'd be that desperate to fill the time.
Yeah, so you figure it out, they only had the audience thing, so... What's interesting, though, is, like, is for Double Dare and Legends, like, had Doc Holliday do it, because if you look at the other stuff, like Nick Arcade, Get the Picture, and Make the Grade, it still had the old announcers doing it. I know D. Bradley Baker did a couple, and Harvey did some too, but...
And we're still gonna have to... And if... I'd be willing to bet Season 3 of Brainsurge, had they tried altering plugs, they would have completely turned it down, considering how valuable they were.
Yeah. Okay, we're like an hour into hour 14. My mic was off for like 20 minutes, so that's wonderful. My mic's on now, I'm just saying that earlier. Okay, this was sadly not the best way I want to do this anniversary. I wish we had more people here, but we're working with what we can, folks. So hopefully in like 2 weeks or next week or whatever, when people are actually online, we'll have another episode that's actually good.
Another thing that we want to point out is like 2005 is arguably the year that the internet and Nickelodeon had their biggest compromise and controversies because so many people were encoding the stuff from Nicktoons and Nick Gas and even the main channel on there, which is why we've seen so many of those clips on YouTube and elsewhere, and they bring nostalgia to us.
Yeah, anything you want to promote before I end this?
My channel is running on fumes, so I'm basically uploading a bunch of America's Funniest Video stuff.
Yeah, same for me. Aside from the Skylanders Battle Mode stuff, my brother, I basically have enough. I don't really have anything that I can upload. Because I know I have a Double 2000 thing. That's like 39 minutes. I refilmed it, but it's the teams that got like below 400, over 700. I can't really upload those. So, like, I have things, I just can't upload them, sadly. Those stupid legal reasons.
But anyway, I hope you guys have a nice day. Let us know any other questions that you have. Thanks.